G'day, Jimmy. Welcome to Friday's News Blast here on the Wollongong Football Show. Once again, thanks for joining us on the show as a volunteer. Well done, Jimmy. You're a good man. Universal Flooring Extra at Yella makes you get out there and book your flooring. New carpet, new floorboards, anything you want out there.
Floating floors.
Lisa? Lisa and Ben out there at Universal Flooring Extra.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Great sponsors of the show.
They are.
All right, only 2 more days to go until the Matildas play their, round of 16 game
Yeah, round of
against
16,
Norway. Interesting.
Very tough match.
Well, interesting enough, looking at the show on Optus Sports this morning, what's it called? SK Goals.
Okay.
They were talking about the Norwegian media absolutely talking up the Norwegian team, and as far as they're concerned, they've got it in the bag.
Oh, really?
So
Right.
interesting feedback coming from that side of the world. We do know that they are a very strong women's team and have been for many years. They will be a tough ask for the Matildas and a very tough side of the draw too, I might add. But anyway, Hayley Russo spoke to reporters saying, we've played Norway a couple of times before. They're strong, they're fit. As always, we'll stick to our game plan, and I think we are really excited to get through the next round.
Overnight results saw Cameroon. They ran out 2-1 winners over New Zealand.
What a second goal to win it.
Oh, turned the defence inside out. And a lovely finish too.
Yeah, no, good stuff. Unfortunate for New Zealand, but anyway.
Yeah.
Cameroon are through to the round of 16, yeah.
And the Netherlands, they took out a 2-1 win over Canada. So the Netherlands topped the group with 3 wins. Canada finish in second. And Cameroon finish in third, heading through to the round of 16.
All right, Group F finished up with USA still not conceding a goal and winning 2-0 against Sweden. Chile, 2-0 over Thailand. Wasn't enough to get them through. If they scored one more goal, they would be celebrating and into the round of 16 as well, but not, unfortunately, for Chich and the rest of the Chilean fans out there.
Yeah, it wasn't to be.
Wasn't to be today, anyway.
But looking at the round of 16, there's some really tasty fixtures in there.
Yes.
With the USA taking on Spain, France taking on Brazil. I mean, the winner of those, if those two teams take on each other, France and USA, that's a big match
That's
in
a
itself.
tough side of the draw that the Aussies are on. Obviously, you know, Norway's hard. Whoever wins that are going to come up with over a very tough England team or a Cameroonian team that's could do anything. France, Brazil, like Spain, USA you'd have to say would be the favourites there. So, you know, if whoever wins out of France and Brazil, it's a tough ask to get past the USA. And then the semi-finals, I mean, wow, it's going to be an absolute cracker on that side of the draw. On the other side, you've got Italy, who've done great in this tournament so far, probably more than we've expected. China scraping through as a third place
You'd have
team
to
as
think
well.
that they'd move through.
Netherlands over Japan, you know, Japan scraping through. Netherlands look in fine form as well. Germany over Nigeria, and you probably say that the Canada-Sweden is a bit of a toss-up there as to who gets through on that one, but again, you know, you're looking at the right side of the draw, you can't go past the likes of Germany, Netherlands, Italy, you know, and possibly Sweden or Canada. I don't really know out of those two who's going to get through on that part of the draw, but there you have it. That's the road to the finals, and fingers crossed the Matildas can get through. Sunday the 23rd of June, it's all happening at Wynn. 3 p.m. kickoff. Wollongong Wolves in first place, 5 points clear, taking on 7th place Sydney Olympic. We talk in depth today on the pod with
Chich?
Well, no, with Nick Littler.
Oh, yeah, that's
Nick
right.
Cruyff.
Yeah, we've got Nick Cruyff coming
Littler
on.
is on the podcast today, so make sure you have a listen.
Okay.
It's a must-win game for Olympic to stay in touch, obviously, with the top 5. Let's fingers crossed the Wolves get it done, and no Premier League games on Sunday, so get out there and support your mighty Wolves.
Yeah, nice. So still looking at National Premier League, Sydney Olympic, they also take on the Illawarra Stingrays. So the Stingrays are heading up there to Peter Moore Field. Kick-off 3 p.m. on Sunday.
Shame they couldn't have done that all in one game at
Wynn Stadium.
Yeah.
That would have been good, yeah. So
Anyway.
the previous meeting between the two teams saw a 1-1 draw be played out at JJ Kelly Park, and the Stingrays will definitely be looking to try and find a bit of rhythm heading into the back end of the season. They haven't had any rhythm, I guess, since their 3-0 win over North Shore Mariners at home a couple of rounds ago in round 12.
Away from home they were. That win.
Oh, it was away home. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, away from
Can't
home.
even read your own writing.
My own writing.
Illawarra Premier League. Plenty of action this weekend. Obviously, like I said, it was all day Saturday. So it's fantastic to see all the games happening on the one day. Cringilla Lions taking on Coniston in what used to be the Masso Derby, but wouldn't consider Coniston a Macedonian club anymore, to be honest. But see if Cringilla can keep that role. Mm-hmm. Make sure you have a listen to Chitch's chat and get to listen to what he thinks about these fixtures. But the next one?
Yep, so out at Macedonia Park, Wollongong United taking on Corrimal Rangers. Out at Ocean Park, Woonona Sharks taking on Port Kembla FC. And at Tarrawanna Oval, the Tarrawanna Blueies taking on Fernhill. All of those kickoffs are at 2:30.
All right, the other match out there is at Albion Park. White Eagles taking on Wollongong Olympic, third place versus first place. A cracking game.
Yep.
About to be had. Interesting to see that the White Eagles have had some new recruits come in last week.
Right.
Cody Waller, who look ominous in the second half, playing alongside Cameron Morgan, their old teammates from back in the Dandaloo days.
Okay.
And a new signing for Albion Park White Eagles we can announce, and it's an exclusive for the Wollongong Football Show. Riston Tonoski, the former Hakoah player who played at the Wollongong Wolves a couple of seasons back. A handy pickup for the Albion Park White Eagles. So
yeah, nice.
Be interesting to see how he goes on the weekend and whether he starts from the bench tonight. Anyway, Ian McClellan Park on Saturday night, 6:30 is the final game of that round. South Coast United taking on Bulli. Once again, listen to Chitch's chat today on the podcast to get all the in-depth details. District League?
District League, yes.
You guys.
Berkeley
Are you playing
Sports,
this week?
Yes. We travel out to Keithbond Oval to take on Oak Flats. Very tough match there. The Warilla Wanderers, they're out at King Mickey Park taking on Unanderra Hearts.
All right, now, Coolabong, UAWFC, a big, tough match up against Belambia Rosellas, who's still undefeated, and UAWFC pretty much got the fifth place wrapped up. Mm-hmm. Chitch has announced that he believes there's going to be a shock result here.
Oh, okay.
In the podcast. Have a listen to what he had to say.
Right, okay.
Helensburgh up there, Rex Jackson taking on Picton Rangers in the Norwestern Derby.
Yep, the big derby match up there.
On that one. And Thomas Gibson Park, Thrill Thunder taking on Shell Cave. Sunday at Judy Masters, it's the only Sunday fixture. Balgownie Rangers taking on Kiama Quarriers. And Chitch picked the Quarriers in that one.
Oh, did he? Right.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Okay.
All right, Women's First Division.
Women's
Go for it.
First Division. So Ray Robinson Oval is the place to be for Fernhill taking on Woonona FC. Thomas Gibson Park, Thirroul FC taking on Balgownie Rangers. And the match between Kiama Quarriers and University FC has been deferred due to University taking part in the State Cup. So it's actually interesting because those two teams are yet to play each other this season.
And
both times they've been deferred, yeah. And as you said, Albion Park, they've got the bye.
Football Federation Australia have released a white paper overnight detailing the establishment of National Second Division. Key recommendations of the white paper are the commencement of a National Second Division in 2021-22 that will be financially sustainable and provide professional pathways for more Australian players. Now, this isn't really a new release, to be honest,
no.
Big man.
We spoke about it previously.
We actually did see a tweet many weeks ago from Ray Gatt, who announced at the night that UAW signed their agreement with Tottenham Hotspur. I was lucky enough to be invited to that dinner and sitting next to the actual gentleman from FFA that wrote that white paper. So he was the one who showed me that it was released that night as a bit of a leak. Mm-hmm. But, interesting stuff. They are seriously considering what happens in 21-22. So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay.
Also, too, in that roadmap, there was the delivery of financial sustainability, including securing of commercial broadcast arrangements, as well as start-up capital. Establish a steering committee comprising the FFA chair, two member federations, two representatives of AAFC, one from the PFA and one representative from the Hyundai A-League Club, to act on the recommendations and consider it in the white paper. FFA chairman Chris Nickow told reporters, the development of a blueprint for National Second Division, which all stakeholders are aligned with us, is critical to better connect the various levels and pathways throughout Australian football's ecosystem. It is not intended to be a definitive on the structure and operational aspects of any National Second Division, but rather to reflect the discussions that have taken place and consolidate a vast body of work that has already been done.
Yeah, interesting stuff there, mates. All right, over to international news. Over to international news now, reported by Goal.com. Daniel Arzani has revealed that there have been positive talks with the new Celtic boss, Neil Lennon. So Arzani is heading into his second year of his 2-year loan from Manchester City, and he's desperate to get back to full fitness.
Fingers crossed.
And impress the new boss. Yeah.
All right, the rumour mill is out and about in red-hot form, and reported by Fox Sports, Arsenal striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is wanted by Manchester United with a rumoured £70 million bid on the table for the Arsenal frontman.
Yeah, it's quite surprising, that one. That's a lot of money for a 29-year-old striker. So if the deal does go through, interesting stuff. All right, it's also on in international news. Reported by One Football, Real Madrid legend Raul is set to take over the manager role at Los Blancos' Castilla next season. So Castilla is Madrid's B team and currently plays in the Segunda Division B, Group 1, after losing a playoff final against Catanegra last season.
Catanegra? Where'd you get right? Catanegra from?
I don't know.
Cartagena,
right, yeah.
Negra from Jenna. All right, reported by One Football, Chelsea and it's set to announce the return of one of their club legends, Peter Cech, is reportedly ready to rejoin the former club for a role of sporting director in the next 48 hours. So interesting stuff there.
All right, well, that's all of the news for today's Friday edition of the Wollongong Football Show News Blast. We hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying the News Blast. Head out to Universal Flooring Extra in Yalla. Say hello to Ben and Lisa down there.
Tell them AB and Jimmy sent you.
Yeah.
Yeah, give them a shout out. All right, see you on Monday.
Ciao.
New flooring today, guys?
Do you do flooring?
Well, you are in Universal Flooring Extra Yalla, and we create a fabulous flooring experience.
I'm a tumbleweed. Pretty good.
Keep it on the floor, mate.
Make sure you keep it on the floor.
Keep it out of the shop. Are those guys gone yet?
What guys?
This has been a Podular Media production.